they're not capping anymore. They lost 2 people. That's too many. They're getting cleared.
Got him.
Fortis is reacting though.
Back to South DC now.
Pushing back.
I'm coming in from the south side.
You want me to stay on the north?
Calm and Blind Eye here might find that FOB.
Copy.
Get rid of our fob north.
Blind Eye might find that FOB here. He's gotta check that northern building. He's not though.
If anything, we'll just protect our fob now.
South DC is
Resetting
fine.
to South DC.
So South DC got cleared out.
Road.
Tickets are 282 against 168.
I'm resetting. Defenders, stay on DC.
Alright.
Oh, mortars hitting friendlies. Never good. Never good.
Alright, I'm leaving my guys on the up still.
Now Blind Eye finds the radio.
Stay on north.
And we should see some people pushing in there. If Fortis is losing that
Strikers back up.
that FOB, they will have a problem. Karma pushing in. Oh, you can see that the use of RPGs by Fortis here really helping out. Another RPG going, not hitting though. Thunderby is coming from the south there, and FSQ trying to get onto that FOB. FSQ now is starting to do pressure on South DC, helping to hold North DC because the whole team is not sitting on North DC anymore.
Bring it in. We need it. Cover South DC with me. We
Copy.
secure the
Turning around.
fob. We secure the fob.
I'm getting another southern.
Nice,
bar.
Pandor.
Enemies northwest of North DC. Marking.
Fortis secured the FOB here once again. See they're trying to arrive, shoot them up and pushing in. And FSQ is not able to break that radio just right yet. And they're running out of reinforcements. Fortis coming back. South DC is getting fight for.
Well done.
Getting fought for Mala versus ISKT-P and doing the kills though.
They have
They know
no
where our
supplies.
radio is on North DC. They're gonna keep pushing it now.
So FSQ starting to push the radio here.
Are we able to get rid of it, maybe?
Panavirus killing somebody.
We need to
Actually,
recap
send that
this.
I
SPG
feel like
back.
there was I feel like there was that
I
little
am getting a hab south for us.
I think there was this little window for FSQ here, starting to cap South DC. Where they just could have made it.
Oh.
Now there's an FOB going up southwest of South DC.
We're recapping.
And Fortis starts to cap North DC too. And they're putting up an FOB here right at South DC. They realize they gotta work a little bit on their defense, gotta adapt or adjust their infrastructure. So there's an FOB going up here. Striker is not used in main base. Respawn ball.
We're getting hit hard at the south.
We're a quarter cap through North DC.
So there might be
Roger, south is solid
there
now.
might be a double neutral. I'm not
Plenty
entirely
more capping.
sure here. FSQ trying to get into the cap, but are they capping?
Habs up now.
1, 2,
Defensive
they
hab
need
is up.
eventually more people inside that cap zone. There's only Alpha holding it, so as soon as there's 4 FSQ players, they should start capping it. Now they should cap it. Oh, Karma getting taken out there by Alpha though. And
Press
yes,
rallies
Militia Forces defended South DC. They gotta start capping it. Tickets 259 against 143, kill counts 177 from 250, so slowly FSQ is getting more and more ahead in the kill counts, but it's
That's
just
ours.
not enough. Gotta remember they lost 80 tickets on FOBs. That is a lot of
Cleared them off the east
tickets.
side. Alpha.
But FSQ here is able to take back initiative
Enemies
and
are capping
starting to attack. They're starting to make pressure on Militia. And that helps FSQ in both ways. It helps him defending North DC because now Fortis has to recommit personnel down here to South DC. And FSQ can start doing
Holding
pressure
solid
here
South DC.
on South DC. They're not doing too much pressure there.
Where our radio is, and they're slowly pushing into it too.
But we can see now people are missing the on and off side. It's 166 is 136.
Slow it down. Focus the get that down.
I'm gonna try and get rid of our fob. Fluke, let's get all you guys, shovel our fob. Get all you guys to shovel our fob, northern DC fob.
FSQ trying to take down that FOB is still. I might be able to make it, but I gotta breach it with a couple of people. On that southern side, you can see the SPG taking now. Farouk getting hit there. Kolkaya switched out from the SPG and switched out from the striker.
I'm gonna set up an assault on it now.
BRDM getting down one again, but they have enough tickets after 55 minutes. We're still on 251 tickets.
Yeah.
239 now against 133 for FSQ here. And we're just not, FSQ's just not quite able to take down that radio over here. Miga's trying. There's like always one or two getting inside there. And they're getting taken out, and I think Fortis is now starting to deconstruct that radio over here. Yes, he is, definitely.
Digging it up.
Both of them are digging. Masa now should realize that they're digging.
Strike is marked on this spot. You through.
No marks, I don't see a mark.
And we can see a big bunch of FSQ still sitting up back here. I don't know why they're not just going for the push, for the all push into that radio and just dig it down. It would help them so much, and they would be able to secure South DC and North DC once for all. Tickets 236 to 129.
Get inside, careful.
Fortis now has secured South and DC more or less completely.
Alright, didn't get our radio.
We dug it,
Yeah, we got rid of it.
Well done.
So Fortis took down their own radio. Both mortars. Fortis took down their own radio.
Get a location, Zebra. Through.
No. Down, North DC.
Style, they're getting wrecked.
Got him. Nice. Oh, okay, sorry.
So now, the situation we have basically... Fortis is deciding to go more defensive, I think, giving up on North DC, just holding South DC. They do not have a radio anywhere close to North DC. Not sure if there's no... Both lodges are empty on the map right now. So we gotta see... So we gotta see how it's going to turn out here.
Alpha, you want me to assault?
I think they're not giving up.
Or they're resetting.
And it seems like FSQ is...
What was that, Flute?
We're camping North DC.
Yeah, play around the bro. We don't want to bleed any more tickets.
FSQ is, yep, as I said, Fortis is now concentrating on South DC.
Behind you and to south.
And FSQ has room now on North DC. MTLB is doing some work here.
Got rid of their rally. Enemy rally gone.
Strikers coming up.
Enemy fob down, no mortars. Enemy fob and no mortars.
Aye. I excuse myself for the lag.
Squad 3, do not push any further. The striker's gonna kill you. Do not push any further.
Don't go, go, hold there.
Striker moved up here on the hill.
We don't need to push any further. We need to just play defensive, guys. We're bleeding ticket.
Yeah.
tickets
As
230
long as
to
we do their
88, and now
tickets as much
Fortis
as we
is
do, we're
seems
sweet.
like
We can bring them
staying
down to a really low
Striker
number. We'll
mark
be in a good
accurate.
position.
staying defensive here on South DC and just trying to hold as many ground as they can. So we will see. I think now it's going to get pretty difficult to penetrate here for FSQ. 229 tickets against 89. The striker is look at the striker's position. Striker got pushed so far back. Fortis already is pushing for the next FOB here. FSQ did a good job here holding their lines, but on Loga, what you really gotta do, what you really wanna do, is push in. Cap through.
Hab Panda marked.
Copy that.
Strike down. Good job, Warlock.
Well done. Strike is done. Yeah, strike is done.
Well done.
Panda pushed
Striker
that
got
mark.
killed here.
Get the fob.
223
Yeah,
tickets
doing it,
against
doing it, doing
58.
We're digging it now.
They're pushing from main to their fob.
Enemy
So
hab
now
now.
it is getting a little bit quiet over here. Fortis taking down that FOB, or working on it at least. And see FSQ trying to secure, trying to dig it out for Kaya over here, but getting taken out. There's another 20 tickets, 221 against 56.
Incoming. Oh, fuck, scared the shit out of me.
Alright. I guess they were trying to dig up their own radio.
No, they're trying to rebuild it, I think.
Don't think so. 3 guys on the radio.
Actually, yeah.
They have to be
They
low.
would be trying to
boys.
kill you guys, right?
They're not spawning anymore. They're not giving like.
We got rid of their radio.
220 versus 34, so FSQ now is sitting on North DC. Kill counts 215 against 278. Revive 63 versus 77.
I reckon no more assaulting.
They gotta be low on tickets. We fucking bled them now.
Are they not spawning anymore?
No, there's no gunshots.
27.
Enemies
So,
north of you,
I'll get
Alpha
my
in the
there's
spec.
some fighting here, but seems like FSQ is just now deciding to hold North DC. Fortis has a really big ground
do this last
covered
push.
in the south.
Don't
Striker
mind
got
us
killed
spawn southeast.
another time.
Copy.
Do you want me to just use the rest of my rally? I got 8 spawns left, and then we'll spawn on defense. Or do you want us to just spawn defense now?
Just spawn defense, bro.
Rog.
Lats knocks.
Panda. In cheese grater.
Shots getting fired. And now it's getting quiet. Both teams, I think, decide
Cheese grater clear.
to hold it like that. Oh, one rocket here on Nox. So you can see FSQ is just trying to take as many tickets with them as they can. They're not pushing aggressively anymore. They're like really playing it safe right now. Nox trying to get out here. It's ASAP. And we lost it to completely.
Alright, put my guys on defense now.
We're getting some orders up to pepper them on North DC.
I found their hub.
Nice.
It's on the east side of the sea.
Nice.
Or it might be inside. Give me a sec.
Enemy vehicle coming in west of South DC right now.
That's
Oh
what?
no, fuck it, never mind.
Oh, Jesus, dude, that's our fucking Lottie.
Bro, my heart could
Fucking
sunk.
Jesus.
My heart sunk.
So I think we're back. I think we're back. Are we? Does it take another
Right,
50
new hub
now?
here. Must have just been a rally.
Oh, we're back. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Guys, I don't know what is
We're just gonna pepper the shit out of it with mortars.
going on there. I excuse myself. It was just a moment right now. That's why I'm so quiet, because I'm working on checking what is going on. I do not know. Like, I'm streaming every fucking day, and I never have problems. And I'm streaming for 2 weeks every day,
Ammo set on South DC.
and I do not have any problems. And then it starts one day before ISKT. Something is going off. So, yeah, FSQ now. We're still here. Playing it out slowly now. Agreeing on we just want to take you as many tickets as we can. So we will see how it's going to do. I'm happy that reconnect words. No, it's still laggy like fuck.
It's too quiet, bleeding.
So teams are sitting.
I don't think there's gonna be a bleed. We're just sitting at a stell right now.
Nope, there's no bleed right now.
Yeah, it is.
204 tickets versus 18. FSQ just trying to take as many tickets with them as they can. Maybe destroying a Logi here and a Logi there. Or crossover here, yeah. Moving up to destroy that Logi.
No, they're still mortaring North DC. Unless that's us. Yeah, that's us.
That's us, that's us.
I'm sorry about the delay. About the lags and shit. I do not know what is going on.
They got guys defending that mortar fob up north east near North Res. I want to send a few
So
more
yeah, that
people up
Logi
there
sitting
with
here trying to
Shorty.
take it out. 201
Go
tickets
ahead.
against 118.
We'll drop.
But fighting against 200
Yeah,
tickets
no one should be attacking
as
North DC right
militia
now. Just go for that.
Attack
is going
South
to be
DC near
really, really tough. Since as I said,
South DC
as I
near
said-
Hammer Crest.
Yup, rotating.
as I said before, a lot of people would say this map is going to be US favored. And Fortis winning here. If 200 tickets. Now just defending
Not everyone rotate.
South DC, just
the
sitting on
defensive line.
South DC, not doing a lot. Just some rockets getting down. Tickets 280, maybe they will fall eventually under 200, but FSQ now is just trying to conserve the tickets as good as they can.
We're about to dip by 200.
Yep. Logic got taken down, so now we're
Medics,
under
no
200.
more assault.
And Fortis, I think they're good. Fortis, they feel confident with their tickets they have. They're not going to push aggressively for North DC anymore. And FSQ is realizing they're not. 194 tickets against 18.
Enemies back on our old hab, squad 2, north of you.
I got the west side.
There's another one there, Alpha.
FSQ slowly advancing now.
Near helmet mark.
FSQ lost too many FOBs here. They lost 2 strikers with his 48 tickets. They lost at least 4 FOBs, which is 80 tickets. That counts for 130 tickets. If they would have those 130 tickets, it would be 193 against 160. And that would be way more even. That would be way more even.
They're trying to order the hab.
Multiples coming in North DC. From North DC.
But after losing so many FOBs in their back, Fortis really
On crosshair marks, contacts.
Fortis really on top of their play today. Using all malicious advantages as it's best. Using the technicals, using the BRDM, using all the frag rounds. SPG techie, even the SPG techie. Those shots of the SPG techie by Diva. He for sure trained with that SPG. To push the striker back. And now this last phase is drawing out a little bit because there's no bleed right now. So both of those teams are deciding to take it slow. And you can see
That's the end of the mortar.
FSQ that's just searching. Trying to take more tickets with them. And they're actually doing a pretty good job. They lost 4 and took around 20, I think. Shorter's over here. Going for a mortar FOB.
Do we know where mortar fob is?
We've already taken the first one. Don't know where the second one.
Contacts in the initial station, northern
And another
side,
RPG killed
near
here.
those crosshair marks.
Shorter's just going to harass the mortar FOB. Trying to push in, not getting spotted. Now he got spotted and getting taken out. Maybe even 5 FOBs with that one over here. There was an FOB on Poppy Farm. I do not know if it got deconstructed or destroyed. But all in all, both teams, FSQ2, played a good game here. A problem with the striker, we saw that the striker in the first 2 minutes, the striker gets up on the hill and 3 vehicles start shooting at the striker, which popped up somewhere here. And from that point, the striker never got into the game. Kolkaya manned the striker and he got 10 kills, 10 takedowns.
They want this really bad.
And if we see Farouk, for example,
They're just
who manned the
so
BRDM,
low
has
to
20
utility.
takedowns. Nox has
We've
13
easily taken
takedowns with that
that in
MTLB.
The one at 90 in assets.
After denying the striker is just such a great move here. Because everybody knows that striker on Loga is strong. FSQ slowly now pushing to the south, deciding here to do something.
Mortars come in.
Two Muppet getting taken out by Floor Massacre.
This is grueling.
There's no blood.
11 tickets. Tickets going
you wanna get
falling
the vehicles
down
around?
slowly for FSQ
80
here.
kids to go around hunting vehicles and whatnot. If we're not gonna take the point, might as well drown their tickets.
Yeah, let's do that.
And we can see the defensive layout now, like all the vehicles sitting back. BRDM sitting here. MTB sitting here. Just think back before MTB and
We haven't
BRDM have
any
been around North
known
DC doing
locations of
damage.
vehicles, assets on the map.
Negative.
Negative.
And Striker now getting taken into action.
They're not bringing the striker out.
Just as,
Yeah,
as
that's-
their command said.
There's a fob,
Says
the
they
mortar
don't
fob
bring
up
the
near
strikers.
North Residence eastern side.
Gone for that.
Around there.
So both of us
Gone for
teams
that.
right
Gone
now
for the
playing
enemy
ultra
fob.
conservatively. We are 75 minutes into the
Shorty's
game,
on
1
it.
hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to try and fix the
They got a striker coming in.
doing
South.
some stuff to my stream setup. And the striker got spotted immediately once again. Marked on the map.
I hear
Padara
it,
is
I
here
hear it.
marked as
It's gonna be
striker.
Coming in.
And that striker might be
Very far south now. It's going for the south hill.
that striker might be trying to do some damage. And the SPG immediately! RPG's getting shot at that striker. SPG Diva over there. Immediately shooting forward striker from there. Is he going to hit though? First went too low. His striker is burning.
Striker's nearly hit it with a lat, he's on fire.
That SPG. And there you go. Striker down.
Beautiful.
GG.
Nice
shit,
destruction on
boys.
the striker.
180
Well
to
done,
0
lads.
tickets.
Good half, guys. Good half.
And I'm going to try to fix my stream. So we're going into a break. I'm trying to fix stuff. 180 tickets. First round is over. So maybe, hopefully I can fix some stuff. What a great match! I'd say well played by both teams. FSQ behind 180 tickets. I'm going into the break. I'm sorry. I am, a little bit rattled because of that stream stuff. So I'm trying to fix it somehow, trying to change my settings. And I will see you after a break in around about 5 minutes. See ya, everybody. Okay, take out one. Take out another one. Yeah, they did it! They fucking did it! They just destroyed all 3 strikers there.
Right up and over and...
Mortars are hitting. Going down. Another striker coming in from the left. Holy fuck, what is going on?
They're racing to get a radio down. Oh, and they don't get the radio down before a rocket comes in. Refka. Oh, and a rocket takes both of them. Sarge taking Spooky down.
So they're off Fortis, off Beaver. But Legendary Mudcrab is not shooting at all.
Boom! 264, 478. Mortar's still reigning in health.
Okay. Okay. I'm back. I really hope you're still enjoying. Sorry for the lost frames. I do not think it's on my end. So, well, anyway, we're going to the second round. I will, maybe it's the Twitch Madrid server. I will change, but not now. I'm going to stream after ISKT for myself without delay. So, we are ready. We are ready to roll for round number 2. 180 tickets is what FSQ has to do here.
No? Nothing?
So now we're going to hear some Finnish. Yes, so much for that. Here we are, round number 2. Going to start any second. Here we are! Round number 2, 180 tickets for FSQ. No, yeah, Militia starts with 575. I thought we were going to start with 550. So, let's see how this is going to play out. Let's see how this is going to play out. We will hear into the Finnish squad lead chat.
Joo, se on vaan pidettävä hallussa.
So if you're Finnish, you're able to understand that and can translate.
Se on niinku meidän päähommasta pitää tuo Nordii siinä.
I'm not able to understand it, but we will see how this is going to play out. Fort is really strong in their crazy tactics. Squad setups: Bennett, Opital, Giseli, Kerma. Commento, I think it's command. I think Commento is command chat. Seems like it. Not sure if it's a good call to have one player sitting in the back, not doing a lot. So we will see. We will see, and here we go. Round number 2 kicks off right now. Fort is ahead, 180 tickets. So let's see what is going to happen now. Major rollout here. SPGs on the roll. Techie. BRDM getting claimed. 2 Logis rolling out. The Dishka Techies and the MTLB staying back. And for Fortis, Humvee and Striker moving straight to west. Both Logis going north here, which is interesting. Infantry truck going to the west. So we will see how the action comes down here. Probably on north North DC, Logi FOB mark here up northwest of North DC in that compound. And we got, yep, there's an FOB going up there. SPG is pushing really, really deep. Strikers getting in position over here. Diva manning that striker who just did that SPG fighting before. One Logi going south to south residence. And Striker already engaging. I'm not exactly sure what. First kill here. On that FOB, SPG is going straight south. Over here seems like FSQ is trying to destroy whatever might come down here. Yes, they know there's something. It seems like Zaros Koala and Mimsy. But SPG is checking up. Flanker, they know something is coming there. No push on North Residence. Once again.
Se on South DC:stä northeasti, että se on jossain tuolla.
Flanker gets taken down. And immediately the SPG shoots. Kelapers versus Aroused Koala, but I think the SPG might get out of there. Just one person there. Got hit though. Striker doing suppression in the north, so let's see how it's going to fold out. FOB northwest of North DC and one FOB really close straight on that eastern compound of North DC. And the clash will start here. BRDM versus Striker. Pushing Diva effectively around a little bit. BRDM is on that southern hill.
Striker lähti taas maini.
And Fortis over here pushing into North DC, taking control over North DC for now. Is how it looks at least. Is how it looks at least.
Nortti oli todella hiljainen.
Nord-DC kuollaan kokonaan tänne.
Meillä on se South Residence. Paljon se on South Residence?
95% käpit.
So we can see FSQ is going for a more defensive approach. They have one whole squad on South DC, so but they cannot compete here on North DC. North Residence is getting kept here by Christoph. All alone, BRDM is sitting over there. Diva in the striker went back to main to repair, and they want to. There's no FOB in the south. There's a mark there, but and it is a pretty quiet, pretty quiet first round here. First setup, first lineup.
Capitan South DC.
Fortis doing the kills here for sure. 1 versus 1 kill to 9 kills. North Residence got kept. Both teams decide for now just to cap their half of the map. There's a little bit of pressure here going on for FSQ coming from that FOB in the northwest. But Fortis is doing a good job. We can see it was 9 kills there laying around. And that's an angle over here you do not want to attack from as militia. Because there's so much open ground where those M4s and the ACOGs can get to work on you. On that southern side, FSQ here is sitting on South DC completely uncontested. Interestingly enough, they know there's enemies down here. Aroused Koala and Mimsy got spotted. They are marked on the map. Techie is marked on the map too, the SPG Techie. Oh, and the truck goes down there. Was there the Logi? No, that was the infantry truck. Both Logis are still up. Tickets 563 to 492. And ooh, we can see FSQ has a lot of downed people now. 27 takedowns to 12 takedowns. We can see that over here. That's what I just said. That's what I basically just said. It's not a good angle here to attack from militia because it's a lot of open ground. where the ACOX can start hammering you. Warlock in a really good flanking position here. From here you can basically lock down that whole street coming from the FOB. And Fortis is more or less uncontested on the cap zone. So, at the same time, both teams capped North and South DC. And now let's see what is going to happen. Now the game should start fight, but I feel like FSQ should be more aggressive here. And we can see Fortis immediately pushing slowly out to South DC over here. Because they're dealing with that pressure with that FOB in the northwest pretty easy. Warlock over here pushing into that FOB. Shortest is there already too.
Vihollisen logi South ja Southeast puolella. Tulossa westiin päin.
Warlock taking out one. Taking out Bennett too. FOB is open for him. Payne is getting team killed there. Nope. Sorry, not. ISKT team killed Jude Muppet. I'm not sure where Jude Muppet is. That is... I don't know if that was off or not. It is quiet. It is quiet for some reason. Not really fighting. Both teams securing their own part. There's an FOB here at South Residence, but that is pretty far off. Yeah, there's a Zelly sitting who's commanding. So they're playing it safe for now. There is a Logi sitting back here, marked on the map. Flanker is trying to go for it. If they can take down that Logi, it will buy them some time. Before that FOB goes up, Swastik sitting here waiting till there is an FOB to supply actually. I think first squad 3 down here wants to secure all of that. So we will see. Kills are 42 takedowns to 20 takedowns at 30 to 11, and we can already see in that early stages Fortis is getting the edge in that kills really early. Strikers coming up again. Amsterdam just killed Stibble through the wall with the legs. Mortars coming down now. That is Finnish mortars coming down at Northern Hill. We can see Fortis going for a flank on the northern side. Starting to attack. The problem is there's so many FSQ personnel sitting on that FOB here who are not actively taking part, and Fortis has an easy way to surround it and start pushing into it. Tickets 450, 41 to 480, so US lost 20 while Militia lost 35.
Mainissa on 2 tekijää, sieltä voi hakea niitä ja viedä South DC:lle äkkiä porukkaa. South
DC is still safe, sound and safe. Squad 3 got either wiped or relocated. The Logi is gone. The Logi went in the other direction, so they're probably going back. And we can see a lot of pressure here on that FOB for FSQ. In the meantime, Fort is starting to try secure that city, try to start pushing South DC. Mortars going down on that northern hill.
Osuuko muodota millään tavalla hyvin sinne vuoristoon?
The virus here, keeping up the pressure, pushing in down. A lot of downed people here by FSQ for FSQ. Taken out. Virus still alive. Oh, yes, there is. Christoph now from the other side, but getting taken out immediately. And And there's an aggressive Logi run coming in. We can see Roast Koala here, squad 3. They basically relocated themselves to the north. Still got the rally up in the south. And we can see already that difference in the playstyle of FSQ and Fortis here. Ash Ketchum and Farouk.
Jos ykkösen ja nelosen kuolee, niin hakekaa mainista logit ja menkää Southdeeseen.
Fortis again playing it from one FOB. FSQ took down their own FOB here. 519 versus... Or did they lose it? 40... No, they did not lose it. They took down their own FOB, so now FSQ does not have another FOB except for South Residence. They might want to set up one over here. Logi's pulling out. We can see that, and Fortis now is starting to engage South DC over here. Mine's getting placed. I have a feeling FSQ is going to struggle here a little bit more. Fortis really playing carefully.
Mortareilla vihollisia.
Using the hills. Strikers up far in the south. Now we can see those riflemen getting on that eastern hill here.
Strikers southeast mile.
Mark was getting taken out. Diva getting into position. As soon as that striker is set up once, will be a pain in the ass.
Strike America.
Starting to scan the city here. And now Fortis is doing the move. Strikers in position. Now they're starting to push out into the cap zone. And FSQ has no idea where they're coming from. Opital there trying to start fighting the SPG, but getting taken out immediately by the infantry, which already pushed up there. And they're moving into the cap zone.
Ykkönen menkää kakkosen apu.
Joo.
There still is only one FOB for Fortis and only one FOB for FSQ. But FSQ put up another FOB, they gotta squeeze it in somewhere. Cleaning out that little push here by Fortis for now. Marla and Swastika still up. But there are no squad leads. Mortar's going down on Diva, they're pushing the striker back. That is another way to keep that striker in check. Just as soon as it pushes out, start attacking it with mortars. As soon as you see it and spot it somewhere in its position, they'll just start hitting it with mortars. You will definitely push it back. If you're lucky, you can kill it. It's fired here in the south. There's a rally up south. Can you south over here? Far in the south. Getting shot at. And FSQ is not that aggressive. We can see we're 60 minutes into the game. Kill counts are rising for the Americans. For Fortis here. And South DC already is contested, and North DC is not contested at all.
Ykkönen voi ottaa mainista tuon tekin ja lähteä sille.
Meillä on tää Logiitella.
South DC Kaplan moskeijan sisällä.
Fortis is capping. Fortis is capping South DC here. FSQ is really struggling to get into that game right now. They're too far off. We can see Farouk and Short is over here already west. And they're getting slowly getting pushed out of the city. As soon as you're a militia and you're getting pushed out of the city, it is getting a tough day for you. It will be a really tough day for you as you're get pushed out of the city. Order's going down in South DC now, but Fortis is already sitting inside there. And the striker is now in a position again where he can do damage. They actually changed the amounts of HAT skills. Is there no HUT kits anymore? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like it. Diva over there sitting in the striker. In a really interesting position here too, gotta say that. Sitting over here. And start shooting in the far back. Lyskiainen trying to hit him. Definitely spotting him. Hit him twice and he will push him back.
Striker merkat. Tarkka.
Striker is marked. Borders will come eventually for it, and now it's South DC. FSQ is slowly trying to push in here. But it is getting tough. Fortis is pretty on top here, and militia is scattered and pushed back.
Nyt pitäisi äkkiä päästä South DC.
Ja puskekaa kaikki voimin sinne vaan. Meiltä lähti mortarikki.
South DC is neutral now. And we can see, and that is the problem. Once you are militia and FSQ is having that problem right now, and you're scattered, they only have FOB there if it's South DC. And once you're scattered, you will lose. That is how I feel personally. Fortis is still trying to cap South DC, and they will eventually get it. Blind Eye, they're getting killed. Fire got spotted immediately.
Striker osui kerran liikku pois.
And Fortis is going out pretty uncontested. Kills 38 to 77. Diva got 9 incaps on that striker already. That is almost more than FSQ did with their striker in the whole match.
Ihan samassa kohtaa.
Enää joku 15% tää käppi.
Puskekaa.
Ykkösen ralli menee varmaan kohta.
Koimansu.
So let's see what is going on. FSQ trying to do a wraparound on that cap summit. There's so many Fortis players here on South DC. Stibble over here pushing in Kerma and Kulkala pushing in from that south. Warlock taking out one of them though, taking out another one. That flank is over. And South DC got captured. And now it will get time. We can see Fortis already ahead of their time on that western side here, on that western flank. starting to push for South Residence, and South Residence is absolutely not defended. There's only a Zally sitting there, commanding on an FOB. FSQ is trying to push in here to go forward push on South DC, but Fortis is, I think, still holding their line. It's pretty tough to say right now. Got a Grenadier. Christoph over there. And we can see Fortis defending in a good way, just trying to hold the access points to the cap zone.
No.
And we can see it is tough here right now for FSQ to get even close to the cap or into the cap. Christoph holding that south angle. They're holding all the angles here. And Squad 3 already is pushing for South Residence. Hub is marked and scouted. Kuik, I think, might not be still alive. Took out Rin over there. And the mark goes up immediately. Yep, kill counts 99 to 44 after 15 minutes in the game. And that is exactly the point. Once you're losing South DC as militia, it will get tough. You can see Fortis advancing. And they're already starting to push South Residence, and we can hear Zelizer talking about that South Residence is started to get pushed. And if Squad 3 here now is quick, they can move in there really good. Deck Gunner is coming up eventually with BDM. No, I think it's a techie. Yeah, it is a techie. Might not help too much. FOB going up for FSQ on North DC. Well, that's not the area where you want to fight. And we can still see FSQ is not able to cross that street over here. Fortis is just doing a good job keeping them on the other side of the street. Striker shooting for that technical.
Strikeri ampuu tänne Southern sinänselle.
FSQ slowly is spawning in people, but now the striker is in a position where he can help out. Is Ellie getting taken on? That is exactly the problem. Now FSQ gotta start spawning in the back. FSQ gotta start spawning in the back, and the pressure on South DC will get less because they gotta start defending South Residence, and they're in defensive positioning. They are forced to play defensive now, and they do not want to. Tickets are 379 against 448. So Fortis lost 200. FSQ lost 200 tickets. Fortis lost just 50. And we can see it. FSQ spawning here back. Overreacting a little bit because there's effectively no more attackers. And in the meantime, we can see where Fortis is pushing out of South DC. Starting to clear out, sweep around, make the kills. Will eventually take down that. No, that I think that's an American rally point. Oh, yep, it is. We want to have those little flags changed. We are asking Offworld Industries to change the rally flags because it is a little bit confusing it sometimes. So we can see it now. Pressure is going off from South DC, and Fortis is immediately pushing out, taking all the city for them, taking everything, clearing out, just playing really solid here. And I think FSQ will have a tough day now. Fortis know exactly what they're doing. They're exactly on top of their head, and they're pushing north for some reason. Just trying to clean the city as good as they can. Striker sitting on top of the hill, doing damage. Breaking slowly into the kills. Getting shot at. Not getting hit there. Still not getting hit. And there's a techie pushing east. SPG techie. And we can see Fortis taking all the ground in the city. Going for an active defensive play. Not that much action, just like in the big game. FSQ is a little bit overwhelmed here. Kills of, 118 to 57, so more than double the kills for Fortis. And we can see the whole southern part of the city. It's red actually. Interesting that Fortis is not deciding to push for south residents completely. They are deciding to clean the city for now. And FSQ is struggling a lot. There's one rally coming up behind enemy lines. Maybe they wanna just start working on the striker. But that is a lot of manpower behind enemy lines then. Not sure if that is the right choice to do. For FSQ they need to take all their manpower and start attacking. But FSQ is so scattered. Yeah, we can see the whole southern city. Secured here by Fortis. No real answers there from FSQ. And FSQ gotta do something. Their bleeding tickets were behind. It's pretty quiet in the command chat though. That should be the time. That should be the time actually where you start doing something. Fortis here deciding to play it safe for the moment. 30 minutes into the game. Once again, both teams over 300 tickets, around 345 for FSQ, 437 for Fortis. And I didn't even catch that. Fortis decided to relocate the FOB again from up here down here to South DC. They're just playing with one FOB but moving it actively around. And we can see that really big chunk of city they're defending right now, holding that whole southern DC area over here. While FSQ is trying to advance from here. Oop, that Logi might get taken down. And FSQ is really getting close to the main base. They want to take down that striker for sure. There's 2 LATs and a mine. The Logi might go into that mine though. That might happen. Yep. That Logi's going down. No! It's not! I'm not sure if he spotted the mine or not, but that was clutch. That was really clutch there. Farouk dodging that mine. And yeah, we can see like FSQ is trying to push it in, but there's no way they can do it. They're not even making it. They're losing ground with every push they do. Every time they gotta reset their attack. And Fortis secured the city now. Cleaned out all of the city. There's one rally point over here, which is even it's a Fortis rally point. And now they're going to start pushing south residents with an overwhelmingly amount of people and manpower. Striker might get killed though. Striker sitting in main. I think Faru realized there's people. He got shot at. That's another way to stop the Striker from being active on the map. Just contain him in the main base.
Meidän pusu ihan täysin.
Mortars going down, coming out. There's not a lot of happening. Striker still sitting in main base. And Kermit over here. Already on the FOB. There's only a Zelly in that cap zone. Kermit is right sitting next to that hub. Which is annoying. But we can see the main force of Fortis advancing, slowly pushing through that river over here. Pain has got taken out by Chicken. Versus Zelly's the last man holding over here.
Mä sain tapettua, se oli yksi häi.
I feel like that FOB here was too defensive. Should have put it somewhere over here because you can't. FSQ did not have any map control at all, and Fortis is just slowly advancing and advancing. Zelly taking out one there, taking out two actually. I got a bandage eventually. Aroused Koala going for the peak. Zelly is reloading. Takes him out. Can pick up people, he's a medic. Striker still sitting in main base, not getting out anymore.
Teen apin nortti.
Onko sille supli?
Oo.
Täys supli, mikä tuossa on myös ylöätty.
Fortis is playing here the safe game. Now they're holding once again the northern side. And not overcommitting. But we can wonderfully see here on the minimap how they're extending their area of control more and more to the west, to the north, and they're effectively splitting FSQ in two parts or even three parts. There's still the LATs here back in main. And there's a little chunk of Fortis, of FSQ here in the north, and Fortis immediately scouts that hub. Alpha immediately scouts it. Hub is getting placed. Alpha versus Orbital. Alpha might bleed out there if he doesn't bandage. Yes, he does. And the hub is spotted. So Fortis is pushing north. Taking down that hub. They're slowly pushing to the west. Doing pressure here. They're playing really, really safe. Tickets 298 to 432. So they know there's a radio somewhere around. So they know there's a hub. And they're going to search for that radio now. Even pushing more north, they will find it eventually. It's in a little awkward spot. BRDM getting taken down. FSQ now is starting to fall apart a little bit. So I feel BRDM down 208 tickets to 430. It's only Makosa of Ash Ketchum checking that northern compound.
ideat loppuu. Heittäkää vaan jotain.
And we can see it like FSQ is scattered
Meidän
everywhere.
pitää mattopommita nyt tuosta Pennetiestä tonne South DC:lle
Oh,
oikealla.
where are we over here? And can you South should start hearing that radio, eventually you start finding that radio. I mean, it's in a spot which you do not normally check. It's not the most common spot. We can see them searching for it. Now he finds it. There you go. Finds that FOB, that is another 20 tickets gone. We are on 250 then against 431. Striker is still contained in the main base.
Vihuilla on sinkomarkerilla reppaari.
FOB going down on the north. And there's... I don't know where the mortars are. The mortars are going down straight here. Fortis isn't really... Fortis is not really pushing for south residents. They're just doing a slight pressure, just keeping them back, clearing out North DC, taking over FOB, 244 tickets against 431 now. And they're just doing it safe and slow. Not over-committing here. They could go in way more aggressive, but they decide to play it safe, and FSQ really needs to re-rally and re-scatter and start getting into there. But once US is holding the city of Loga Valley, however it's called.
So.
That's how it is.